Let's talk about it on Detroit Hot Radio. 2 hours of conversation ranging from politics, relationships, sports, and of course, Detroit musical artists. If it's a hot topic, we talk about it. Now here's your host, a musician and entertainer for over 50 years, T. Pablo.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Talk About It. I'm your host, T. Pablo, and Let's Talk About It is on DetroitHotRadio.com. Tonight we have Music Spotlight. We have a very special guest. A lot of you may know about. His name is Loren Harper. He's a hell of a singer. We got him coming on tonight to talk about his latest release and his music career. Our guest has showed up. Good evening, caller. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. What's your name and where you calling from?
Loren Harper.
Loren Harper. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about him and his music. We're excited to have him on the show. Brother Harper, how you doing?
What's happening? How are you?
Well, everything is beautiful. We've been playing your music on Detroit Hot Radio, and people wanted us to have you on the show and find out something about you. What they don't know about you may excite them. So how you feel?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just getting out of class. Pretty excited, man. Glad to hear about the music playing on the station. I'm excited about that. I appreciate it.
Well, let me tell you something, man. This is the honest to God truth. Heaven Knows is the bomb, okay?
Right.
Heaven Knows is hot. It's very romantic. We're going to start off with Heaven Knows. What we want to do is we want to play your song, and then when we come back, we're going to ask you how the song come together and stuff like that. Is that okay?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into the first song. This is a song that you've probably heard on Detroit Hot Radio. This is Loren Harper with Heaven Knows, and we'll be right back after this.
Baby, baby.
realize that it's you. I wanna marry you. I wanna care for you. Think about all the things you do, baby, when I marry you. Oh, baby, when I marry you, baby, there's so many things, baby, I really wanna do. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Standing with you so close to you, baby. I don't know how come. I don't know. Baby, it's you. I wanna marry you. Marry you. I wanna care for you. I wanna care for you. All the things we do. Baby, when I marry you.
The most music 24/7 by all your local favorites like Anita Baker, Michael Henderson, Kim,
So how did you find your way back in
and the Dramatics. If they're from Detroit, they're heard here on Detroit Hot Radio.
And Loren Harper. Yes,
You like that?
Oh, man. So how'd you come up with that song?
A brother in Detroit named Michael Mendendahl, very gifted musician. I've been knowing him for at least the last 30 years. And we sometimes was sitting up in the room vibing on some stuff and came up with that music, and then I was like, okay, I'm feeling that. And it's kind of giving a ballroom vibe to it, you know, and to the lyrics on with it, and that's what came to mind. Heaven knows that was the first thought that came to mind when I heard the music. And so we ended up going with that, and it's really a nice groove. It's kind of riot music, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't leave home without it.
Whoever has gotten a CD from me or heard the CD, everybody always comments about that song. So I'm real grateful about it, man. Michael Mendendahl, he's an excellent musician, keyboard player here in Detroit. He does gospel. Primarily, I do gospel. I'm really a gospel artist.
Oh, okay.
But my background, graduated from Highland Park, and I was riding down there today and saw that my school ain't no longer there. Highland Park didn't tore that school down. Yeah, it was on Woodward Avenue.
It's torn down?
Yeah, it's sad how they, you know, these high schools and the memory is no longer there. I mean, that's all it is now is the memory, you know. When I went away to Morehouse College, I got exposed to jazz, classical, R&B, and it wasn't until later that I really got into the gospel thing. So when I was in Morehouse, a student in Morehouse, I was kind of exposed to a wide variety of music. And I never let it go. Of course, once I got grown, got connected with church and started singing in church, but I never lost the appeal for R&B and jazz. So that's kind of why I decided to do this. This CD is a compilation CD of R&B, jazz, and gospel.
We love gospel. You got to get us one of your gospel. We do gospel every Sunday. That's
Okay.
one of your, yeah.
What time are you on Sundays?
The gospel starts at 7 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
AM or PM?
AM.
Okay.
AM.
Yeah, sure will.
Andrea, our social media marketing, sent over your bio. I did read about you. You had some gospel training. You have a stellar career that started in gospel music, actually. You have worked with some of the best, including Jennifer Holliday, Shirley Caesar, The Whispers, The Emotions, Vanessa Bell Armstrong, Dietrich Haddon, Jay Moss, Karen Clark Sheard, Cheryl Lee Raff, Bill Cosby, and Spike Lee. You got a good resume there, brother.
Yeah, it's just hearing you rattle those names off like that, I'm like listening, I'm like, wow, you do a little something. You know, I try to, man, but I mean, I don't bask in all that stuff, man. It's just the road that God has had me on, and I'm grateful for it, you know.
Amen.
I started with plays because I'm a playwright, I'm a producer.
Hold that thought, because we definitely going to get to that. That's in your bio. People want to hear your music. They want to hear about you. We're going to play this first song. This song is called We Deserve.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Loren Harper's rendition of We Deserve. And we'll be right back after this.
right out of mind. 'Cause you and I were meant to be. 'Cause you and I were meant to be. I am a very fortunate guy. Lucky to have you all of the time. You know you are the kind. You know to me you're so sometimes I thank the Lord for you and I. 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 Just you and I, that's how it will be. Together we'll be. Just you and me. Let there be nothing stand in our way. Baby, just hear what I say. We both deserve each other's love. We both deserve each other's love. No. Together we'll be like Bonnie and Clyde. Together we'll be just you and I. Forever we'll be right here by my side. I'll never deny. You know to me you're so fine. We both deserve each other's love. I am a very fortunate guy. Together we'll be just you. Yeah, lucky to have you here by my side. Baby, you're one of a kind. You know to me you're so fine. Baby, we both deserve each other's love. Baby, 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 we both deserve it, love. We both deserve each other's love. Each other's love. Each other's love.
Join in on today's topic at 313-879-1049. That's 313-879-1049. You're listening to Let's Talk About It with T. Pablo on Detroit Hot Radio, the heart and soul of Detroit music.
Loren, are you there?
I'm a Jeffrey Osborne fan. You know, I love the old school crooners. T-Bo Bryson, Jeffrey Osborne, Luther. We missing that music, man.
You're absolutely right. Your rendition is on point, man. It's beautiful, and I think it's worthy of rotation. One of the things that some people fall into when they try to interpret other people's music, they tend to sound just like the song they're trying to cover. You know what I mean? The trick is to cover it, but do it your way.
Exactly.
And it could become another hit.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, my voice, I'm a baritone. Generally, my voice is different than your average male singer, so I almost have to come up with my own arrangement of it, you know what I mean, for it to work.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's creativity. Before we played that song, you was getting ready to go into another area of your life, and I think this is a good segue. You're one of the most sought-after, successful actor, producer, and directors in urban theater. Is that right?
Amen. I'm grateful to hear that.
Yeah. They say your box office hits include Wicked Ways, Perilous Times. Now, who don't know about Perilous Times? A Good Man Is Hard to Find. Who don't know about that one? Thank God, The Beat Goes On, The Devil Made Me Do It, and Spare Change. That Spare Change, is that a comedy?
That's a comedy, and it is basically about a homeless guy who begs for money on the streets, but he uses his money to bless people.
Wow.
It's got a twist on it about homelessness. And it's a Christmas story. I'm actually about to, the last time I was here was at the music hall. We had Vicki Winans in it. I just had a meeting tonight. They want to revive it for the Christmas holiday. So we're looking at doing it for this Christmas here in Detroit.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
I started out with play, ran out of Morehouse College with Michael Matthews' Wicked Ways, and I directed that show, and that show had the emotions in it. Carl Payne that played Tack Roach on The Cosby Show, Ken Fields, Regina King before she got famous. Remember Regina King?
Of course.
I was the director of it, and I played the lead role, the preacher. That was my first play out of the gate national tour that kind of opened the door for me with the plays, and then I did A Good Man Is Hard to Find. I played in Perilous Times. Perilous Times was written by T.J. Enfield.
Right.
I was starring in Perilous Times for a number of years. Thank God The Beat Goes On is my show written about the story of Phyllis Hyman, and that starred Whispers.
Mm-hmm.
When she died, she was supposed to open for the Whispers at the Apollo Theater, but 20 minutes before the show, she committed suicide.
Wow.
The Whispers wanted to go on with the show. They felt like they needed to go on with the show in her honor. They sought me some years later to write that story, and that's what I did. Thank God The Beat Goes On toured across the country.
You never know till you have a person on the radio. That's what I like to always say. You hear their music, but you never know how much they had to go through. Detroit. You grew up in Detroit, right?
Yep, West Side.
West Side. Do you play any instruments?
I play piano.
Oh, good. So when you're in the studio, do you do any engineering or any input other than performing? Do you do any mixing, mastering, those kind of things?
No, I let those that do that.
I know that's right.
I concentrate on the vocal, and then I even have somebody in the studio to give me a second opinion and direction with vocals. You can never be your own best judge. A good musician will always have an open ear to another opinion.
Absolutely.
So that's, I think, very important. And when I first started producing my music, it would just be me doing it by myself, but I found out over the years I needed another ear.
Okay. This next song that we got up is called You Can Do It.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Loren Harper's release called You Can Do It. We'll be right back after this.
It's Monday morning and I know I'm late for work, but I don't care. No, there's something in the air that I feel kind of something. It must be something in the atmosphere. Alright, telling me to get up out of here. Yesterday my life was so sad. Didn't have no one and no plan. I didn't have no future at all. No. Then I heard a spirit. So glad I could hear it. Telling me to get on the ball. Saying you can do it. If you wanna do it. If you wanna, oh yeah. 'Cause it's really not impossible. You can do it. You can do it. And you really oughta, yeah. Because anything is possible. I just had my life. Drink Jack Daniels every day. I could take it down. I surely could not make it. No. Everything I see, nothing but a fantasy. It was plain to It was me. Yesterday my life was so sad. Didn't have no one and no plan. Didn't have no future at all. Till I heard a spirit, so glad I could hear it, telling me to get on the ball, saying you can do it, can do it for my job. Before your time's up, remember it's really not impossible. You can do it just for the job, and you really oughta, has anything is possible. No need to waste your fantasies, make them reality. Just hold on to your dreams. Step in, don't give up on your dreams. Step into your destiny. Turn your fantasies to reality. It's so possible to overcome it all. Heard a spirit tell me it's time to get on the ball. My future wasn't looking bright till I changed my perspective how to look at life. Now the light shines and the dark is clear. I'm in my right mind with some heart this year. I knew I could do it by trying my hardest. The spirit spoke to me and told me I can accomplish. Daily I pray for some nourishment. Come to find out, all I needed was some encouragement, so I could flourish and blossom. Won't appreciate the top if you've never been at the bottom. The truth is, I've overcame some obstacles. Nothing to it but to do it. All things are possible. Don't wait your time, for you might as well make up your mind. When you're feeling deep and in despair, trust in your faith to take you down. No need to hesitate, no need to contemplate. Whoever's standing in your face, just let them know you want
Tell somebody about the best internet radio station in Detroit. It's Detroit Hot Radio.
All right, Loren.
Yeah, I'm right here. That was another collaboration between myself and Michael Mendenhall. Also featured rap by a brother named Mike Walters.
I really like that song, brother. That song is my kind of song. The message is awesome.
Yeah, it's about encouraging one another out here, man. I tell you what inspired that is for several years I had struggled with getting high and being on drugs, and when I finally surrendered and got myself together, I had to figure out, okay, what you gonna do now? You're not doing that no more. You're not living that life no more. What you gonna do now with your career? And I had always wanted to produce music and do a CD. I was really encouraging myself, you can do this. That's where the song came from. It's not only to the people out in the community, but it was also a word of encouragement for myself. You can do it.
That's right. You got to have a belief in the abilities that you were created with. We're all created with abilities. We just don't cultivate them. It's magic when you find out what your ability is and you capitalize on it. My dad used to always say that when you got a gift for something that you can do well, you enjoy doing it, and you can make a living doing it, you'll never work a day in your life. You're totally blessed.
Yeah.
That's how it's been for me in my life. I've done everything that I wanted to do. It's not about the money being rich. It's about living the life that you want. You know what I mean?
I call it living in your purpose.
Amen.
When you start to live in your purpose gonna bring you money.
Right.
But if you're searching for money, then you can never really live in your purpose.
You're 100% correct. We agree. This next song, Ain't No Stopping Us Now.
You already know. You already know.
We're going to talk about that when we come back.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Loren Harper's Ain't No Stopping Us Now. We'll be right back after this.
People everywhere on the move, do what they gotta do. Tired of living the same old life, time to make that sacrifice.
There've been so many things that I held us down, but now it looks like they're coming around. I know we've got a long way to go, but which way we're going, we really don't know. But I'm not gonna let anything hold together, polish up my acting. If you ever been held down before, one thing I know, one thing for sure, won't be held no more.
Don't you let nothing stand in your way now.
Why don't you listen now?
I want you to listen.
Every word I say. We're on the move. Yes, sir. No stopping us now. No, we got to go. Oh, no, you know somebody with a negative life, and when you try to help them, they push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. No, ask them where they're going. They really don't know. They really don't know. Now. If you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore.
Don't you let nothing stand in your way now.
Just listen
I want you to listen.
to every word I say. Stopping us now. People everywhere on the moon doing what they gotta do. Stopping us now. Tired of living the same old life. Time to make that sacrifice. Don't wanna stop. Please don't make me stop. Oh yeah. Don't wanna stop. Please don't make me stop. Oh yeah. Don't wanna stop. Please don't make me stop. Don't wanna stop. Please don't make me stop. I'm thinking of my people. Don't wanna stop. Please don't make me stop. Don't wanna stop. Please don't make me stop. Trying to take you higher. Please don't make me stop. Fulfilling your desire. Don't wanna stop. Please don't make me stop. Listen. I'm feeling lonely. I'm lonely and despair. Calling on my best friend, but my best friend ain't never there. Then he see me moving. Wanna call me on the phone now. But I don't wanna talk right now, 'cause I'll make it on my own. Don't want nobody.
Yeah.
In my way, don't want nobody. Stop always now. Something to say, don't want nobody. Stop me every day. I'm not gonna worry about my haters. My haters gonna hate me anyway. Gonna hate me anyway. Haters always got something to say. Haters always can't take in the way. But it's not gonna stop me, not gonna block me. I'm gonna do it anyway. Haters gonna hate me anyway. Haters always got something to say. Haters always can't take in the way. But it's not gonna stop me, not gonna block me. I'm gonna do it anyway.
The station where Detroit turns for music from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s, and where local artists are always number one. Detroit Hot Radio.
All right. You there, Loren?
Yes, sir.
That rendition, man, ain't no stopping the night. It's hot. I really like your arrangements and stuff on that. It's really, really nice.
That's the other song that I get a comment about from everybody that listens to the music, everybody. Because everybody remembers that tune, you know what I'm saying? Everybody remembers that 1979 hit by McFadden Whitehead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a staple, man. We had to play that song.
For me, it was like, you know what, I want to do that song, but I wanted to speed it up a little bit, give it a little bit of speed to it, and give it a nice beat and do some different stuff with it, and end up bringing the guy back, Mike Walters, on the rap. Just hit it hard, man. It's doing well, especially in clubs.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We down to the end of the interview. I just want you to know that your music is just fantastic. And
Wow.
but what's playing under our vocals right now is Heaven Knows. I just want to say again that we really appreciate you being on the show. We wish you all the success in the world. We are behind you 100%. Our producer, she loves your music, and she demanded that you be on the show. So it's all good, brother. So don't be a stranger. Maybe we have you back. You get something new, come back on the show, and we'll talk about it. And if you got anything that you got going that you want people to know about, don't hesitate to let us know.
I will, man, and I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're most welcome. Thank you.
All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. We love that brother. We love his music. And we're going to finish listening to this song right here.
I want to marry you. I want to care for you. Think about all the things we do. Baby, when I marry you. Oh, baby, when I marry you. Baby, there's so many things, baby, I really want to do. Yeah. Yeah. Standing right here so close to you, baby. Don't know how I don't know. Baby, I said it's you. I wanna marry you. I wanna care for you. I wanna care for you. Baby, when I marry you.
That was Loren Harper. I guess we really enjoyed him being on the show. Tune in next Monday at 7 o'clock right here on DetroitHotRadio.com.
You've been listening to Let's Talk About It with T. Pablo. Listen every Monday from 7 till 9 p.m. for engaging conversation on the station where Detroit artists are always number one. We look forward to you joining us again next Monday from 7 till 9 p.m. for another spectacular show. Let's Talk About It with T. Pablo on Detroit Hot Radio, the heart and soul of Detroit music.
I love me some Detroit. I can't get enough of this city. GB, Cortez, McGee. Let's do it. I'm from 6 Mile and I'm from that PA too. 3 years on Joy Road, yeah, I stay there too. I'm a West Sider and I rep that well. And I rock on the East Side when I need that there. You can tell I'm from Detroit, I speak with Abdo language. When you see my fitted cap, it got that OD painted. I'm from the city where you get a whole pizza for $5. Days low for already told y'all don't try us. We got lions and tigers, so bears don't shot us. We make the whole world move, do not deny us. Barry Gordy's blueprint tattooed on my brain. When I'm out of town, people they respect from where I came.
Okay, you can tell it all day. I'm from Detroit, baby.
Detroit.
Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby.
Detroit.
Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby. Okay, you can tell it all day. I'm from Detroit, baby. Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby. Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby.
4 o'clock in the morning, chili fries and cheese, but be careful, that's one of the hottest spots in the D. Go downtown, a lot about the pop in the D. We got the new Red Wing thing going up. My city fell off, but now it is going up. I moved out to Atlanta for about 8 years. Then I realized I can do the same thing here. Everybody in my ear like, why you go back there? It's just something about Cartier frames on my face. Light peach tint sitting great on my face. Even though I'm from the city where they known to hate, I still get buckets like I'm Golden State.
Okay, you can tell it all day. I'm from Detroit, baby.
Detroit.
Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby.
Yes, I am.
Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby. Okay, you can tell it all day. I'm from Detroit, baby. Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby. Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby.
What up, though? That's the code, though. Old English D, that's the logo. Come off of Jefferson, the fists and the Cobo. And one day you will get the rain, sleet, and the snow. Weather unpredictable, people hating every day. I don't care still, this the place where I stay. This the place where my head on the pillow, it will lay. Every time I get up, I say, man, hey. Amen, I made it another day, man. For me to not to see 25, man, that was they plan. It could just be me and I go against 8 man. Making so many moves, people think that I break dance. Every time you start up a car or get in it, the world does not move if Detroit is not in it. You can tell I'm from Detroit by the way that I walk, by the way that I talk, by the fact that I'm a boss.
Okay, you can tell it all day. I'm from Detroit, baby.
Detroit,
hey, I'm from Detroit, baby.
Yes, I am.
Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby. Okay, you can tell it all day. I'm from Detroit, baby. Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby. Hey, I'm from Detroit, baby.
6 Mile, Purity, Joy Road. That's where I'm from. Let's get it. Detroit, stand up. Yeah. One of the most important cities in the world, man. But one thing I do want to say is, y'all cowards gotta stop killing our kids and our babies, man. Let them grow up. For real. On a brighter note, I gotta say, that's me on the beat too.